I can't stop this feeling coming on. Seismic kind of motion, too strong. AI is evolving, no brakes. Pendulum is shifting, make no mistake. Modern audience MIA, jiggle physics here to stay. Biometric integration, mesmerize a sleepy nation. Genius act right under your nose, flash floods keep you on your toes. Under the sea now you're a crustacean, return to edge enough sanitation. Payment process cartel pressure, gaming crackdown for good measure. Western slop defines stagnation, welcome waifu domination. Layoffs looming thanks to queer, more games cancelled, guilty gear. DEI designed to blame, normies can't stop killing games. Hello, beta testers. I'm just gonna play Intergalactic and then get right into it. A lot of this stuff is gonna be coming down the pipes a lot faster than even I anticipated. So, if you guys remember me prophesying that this would get delayed, shut the fuck up about it. We don't need any of that attention around here. Surgery scars they them albino, black pansexual, fat vitiligo. Surely this will sell our game. Long-haired developer thinks he's a dame. Used to be dark, but now you're Clefairy. Hey. Big titty phobic fear of dairy. So inclusive, heckin' valid. You do not win friends with salad. We're asexual, gender mancer. Inject the woke, metastasize cancer. Gaslight tourist, adjust the angle. Triggered by women while your balls dangle. It's not for you, don't like, don't buy. Smashing advice, I think I might try. Dustborn Concord, Tales of the Shire. Communist HRDEI higher. Deep throat the barrel and tongue that trigger. I know men with titties bigger. Shave your head bald, now your Uncle Fester. Kyle rock the mic, hello. Beta tester. Politically correct, ignore his story. Diverse samurai, one-leg Tory. Ubisoft cancels Tokyo game show. Atomic light burns so bright it leaves shadows. Yasuke hip-hop ugly lady. Max inclusion. Black rock gravy, disintegrate, vaporize, evaporate, unkissed Hershey cannot menstruate. Sensitive consult, unapologetic. Johnny Somali is now prophetic. Triggered, angry, don't know their gender. Even statues are now offenders. Pay for bots, embrace dishonor. Plunging stock, Nagasaki goner. Any percent will they delay? Ubisoft speedrun bankruptcy. Hello, beta. So let me just make sure that my audio is correct, and I'm just gonna throw on some stuff I was messing with previously. Hopefully it's not too loud. But the reality is, GTA 6 has been delayed again, which to everybody may not be the craziest thing in the world, but to gamer dweebs like us, oh my god. It's that big news we've been waiting for. So, I saw VGC reporting on how there was like a business meeting or something like that, you know, some kind of call, and they were establishing layoffs for Square Enix. But what I can assure you is that there's a shitload of emergency meetings going down right now across the industry, because what was a landing strip that many of them were avoiding, you know what I mean, is now open. And the area after GTA's launch that they might have believed safe is now closer to when it claims to be launching. Why am I saying claim? Because it's what you're supposed to say in a scenario where a game had a date and then it was delayed and got a new date, and now they're delaying it again and giving you another date. Now, you should be well on the Kyle tip of going, well, what's stopping this motherfucker from getting delayed? So just to read the message really quickly. Hi everyone, Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release on Thursday, November 19th, 2026. So that's a 6-month delay? Where was it coming out before? May? June,
yeah.
July, August, September, October, November.
It's 6 months.
Half a year.
Yep.
It's been a decade already. Some people are not making it to GTA 6.
Yeah.
You're dead. Enjoy the idea that however you living right now, you're going to be more achy, you're going to be less snappy, and just, you're, holy shit, man. I could never have guessed a 6-month delay. What the hell is going on?
What would you have guessed if they said, oh, we're going to delay it again?
4 months maximum, sweetie. 4 months maximum. And that's like a QA thing. Like shit's bolted down. We just cleaning this motherfucker up. Because the last thing we want is a launch anywhere near the definitive edition's impression. So, a 6 month, I don't know, man. And you know, we are of the woke fold where we believe, hey, y'all was gonna put some of that gay shit in there. And the world's not about that gay shit the way they were the last 10 years because, you know, the chokehold that certain entities had trying to imply this is what everybody likes and what's the big deal? It just looks like a normal woman. No. You got the money. You got the acclaim as the biggest game out there. We needed to see something that didn't lick ass and wasn't so preachy that it forgot that it needed to entertain. So yeah, shaving some DEI out of the story, out of whatever, that's you know, expected. But this is sick. We're sorry for the additional time to what we realize has been a long wait. But these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish that you've come to expect and deserve. Here's why this is a little bit weird, okay? I saw the games journalists losing their mind over something. Let me open it up right now for you and try to look at all of these. Yep, that's the gaming news now. So here was the news earlier today, sweetie.
Yeah.
Protests break out at Rockstar Games offices accusing GTA 6 developers of union busting. Meaning, there were people that were trying to establish a union, and I believe somebody, if not multiple people, may have been fired. And now that has resulted in potential protests. I'm not saying that they're not real. I'm just saying I don't believe that they would have been so substantial that we would have seen anything manifest. And this was 7 hours ago. And this is the news right now that GTA 6 is delayed. Holy God. So I was being cheeky online. I was saying, does this mean Ananta's coming out before GTA? Does this mean Crimson Desert is coming out before GTA? And that's what it means.
Yep, that's exactly.
And I find that so fascinating because I'm one of the dorks with this hard dick for Eastern games because they're catering to what people actually like. When Crimson Desert has its little multiplayer mode and we can actually decorate our characters and not be flat-chested, ugly pieces of shit, it's going to be this elevation of the bar. It won't be the kind of cock that people need to smoke in the way of, you know, glazing and, oh, well, this is one of the most phenomenal, look at reading like you're a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some real AI cooked fucking script to read for this ad. But
Or like a hand up their ass telling them what to say.
But this is it. This is it right here. Sorry if this isn't loud enough. Give me a second here. I'm just going to tweak it like that. La la la. La 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 la. So, I really want to just get into their shit first. and we can go from there outward. We want to thank you again for your patience and support. While the wait is longer, we are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida and a return to modern-day Vice City. Yo, man.
You people are fucking yourselves in the ass by doing this kind of shit. And now I'm expecting, Kyle, that when that game comes out, I am expecting Cyberpunk level of edits of all the fucking bugs that are in that shit. Because that's what that reminds me of. And funny enough, Cyberpunk, the official Cyberpunk Twitter also is in there, retweeting their tweet that they had where, oh, no more delays.
Every gamer,
it's bad.
Every gamer had this news hit them like, you lying. It's not true. It's not true. It can't be true. But we're here, buddy. We're here. And this allows me to move on to some other fucking things that I want to get on in the gaming space. Maybe y'all heard about this patent thing with Pokemon being rejected?
In the U.S.
In the U.S. So that's going to hopefully manifest in the way of some more scrutiny for some of the kind of nonsense that people have been getting away with. And I show you this footage that, I a while back I posted this. What time did I post this? September 24th. Oh, Neil,
no.
Thank you.
Anyways, I can't wait for Crimson Desert and Ununta.
So I was bringing that up earlier, Neil, thank you, to say, bro, and I brought up Power World as well to illustrate, a lot of games are ready to push the envelope, to innovate, to do what we've seen done better. I don't need to tell people like Anil that I'm horny for fucking Batman, dude. That free flow combat feels so good. I love Spider-Man's gameplay. I feel like Insomniac Games could easily have made a Marvel Ultimate Alliance were they in the mood to. But a lot of that stuff just doesn't get made. They want to chase trends. There's a lot of trend chasing out there. And people are a little bit mad at Bungie because, they fucking with Marathon now. They used to set the stage with Halo. They used to set the stage with Destiny. And now they're chasing a trend with Marathon. Everybody's doing what's safe. They're remastering, they're remaking things. Because, let's face it, they know that if they made something new, it would be a lot of that shit that we can't stand. A lot of the vitiligo, a lot of the wheelchair shit. And that's great, but it's not exactly selling copies. Did you assholes hear that I think this motherfucker's name is Chris Avalon? And he was saying, oh, did you know we're going to make an Avowed 2? And it's like, what? Outer Worlds is already floundering? And you're talking about Avowed 2? I just don't fucking get it. So, what I'm gonna have to fucking, I guess, suck the dick of is shit happening way faster than I'm expecting. I really like that Retard Finder is here saying I found some as it pertains to I'm going crazy. This is happening. So I want to see everybody's reaction to it. We can just do that together. Because I'm going to be scrolling like a real bitch and figured I might as well just do it live with you guys. So anybody say my name, I will respond to what you're saying in the chat. Forgive me. But this is hardcore. I hope you're all doing well and having a great day and that things pan out. But trust me when I say this is, in a way, a good thing. Because Grand Theft Auto has existed unopposed. If you understand what I mean. There's nothing that GTA can do that will compromise everyone buying the shit out of that when it comes out. GTA's not just going to sell one time. It's going to sell when it comes out proper on PC. And in fact, many of the PC players that don't be buying any console shit regard everybody that plays on console as a beta tester. You know what I'm saying? So there go Ricky Berwick talking about, hey, it's been delayed, and he's like, well, I guess we're going to do what he going to take some shit into the streets with his cripple ass. Thank God we got a running start, my man, you know. With all respect and love. Guillaume Huyn says, I can tell you every single entertainment company, movie, and video game studio is having an emergency meeting right now to move their previously slotted release because GTA 6 moved again to November. Where the Winds Meet comes out this month, doesn't it, darling?
I think so.
My God. So I'm scrolling down so I can just catch up to you guys, and then I'll read what you guys are saying if you're calling my name, because it'll light it up in the chat. I bet this game is barely being held together by Scotch tape. I think it's fine. We don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know what the fuck is going on. I know that sounds crazy, and I know it seems like very presumptuous on my part. I believe, and I rarely ever say it, that GTA is in a position where it is fine. But some things have honestly gotten in the way, bro. Some things have gotten in the way. And I'm so eager to know what that is, because I said this offhand to Dia. I said, when GTA 6 gets fucking delayed, they're hacking those motherfuckers. Do you disagree in the chat? Do you think GTA Rockstar is gonna get fucking hacked so people can figure out what the fuck is going on? Because trust me when I say these games journalists want to make a big deal over the fact that the developers are protesting right now. Not to say, oh man, I don't give a shit about no protesting developers, but half of them niggas don't give a shit about us and what we paying for in this mad agenda. So listen, I'm not saying, you know, oh man, all of you are alike and they should be lumped into one, under one blanket, under one umbrella, blah blah blah. I'm just, you know, we only have so much time to trip about bullshit in our lives, and we're looking for entertainment, which is why, you know, the one game that we could say is probably easily the most popular in the world, we've been looking for it for over a decade, and you can't line that shit up. Last time you came out with a definitive edition, it was delegated to some bitchmate studio that doesn't even give a shit, so we falling through the ground. You know, the water doesn't even work, the draw distance is fucking fucky. That kind of bullshit is the kind of shit that we have to wonder, is that an issue for y'all now because everybody in the West don't know how to make a video game? Everybody in the West don't know how to define a woman. Everybody in the West is so balls deep in this DEI shit that every woman needs to be ugly as fuck. That Mortal Kombat gotta suffer this kind of fucking treatment. So what's going on in GTA for real proper? Just because we see some asses and some titties in there doesn't mean anything. Because y'all could be full of the gay kisses and all of that DEI, and it's like, okay, bro, make sure this is entertaining first. I'm not saying that that's not going to be the case and that there won't be entertaining aspects in it. I'm saying this delay is longer than I thought that it would be, and it came sooner than I thought that it would come. So I know that that's crazy because people, literally, Dia, I believed that when this game comes out, it's going to be like a day where things halt and there could be trouble economically because people are effectively taking off to engage in this game. So they didn't have the luxury of waiting a crazy amount of time to get to, oh, you know, we have to delay it again. But it's still, you know, caught me a little off guard. So I'm scrolling down to the bottom and I apologize. Let me show you some news with let me show you some news with, and it's potential news, so take it with a grain of salt, as a rumor, as a, you know, a possible timeline, if you will. But I saw it over on Pirate Nation, so I wanted to read it. Apparently, the Japanese government may pressure platform holders to stop censoring Japanese games. And I can't get over how delightful that potentially could be. No interference in creative works. Japanese government proposes new policy for anime and gaming expansion in the West. And it's just like the most, you know, dick hardening thing that I fucking heard, because that's why we love it. That's why we love it. And I'm tired of having to communicate that to anybody, bro.
And it took a lady to be in as the prime minister to be like, no, we're done.
Honey, but I'm letting you know, as a dork that was always away from everybody on the geek, nerd, whatever stupid bullshit they tried to normify and mainstream Big Bang Theory, you know what I'm saying? When I was like fucking with computers because it was like the weird thing to do, to then see everybody just kind of filter into this bitch, to over the course of decades, look back and see comic books get compromised. I'm watching cartoons get compromised. Everything's Steven Universe now. You know what I'm saying? Everything shut down because it's all Steven Universe. I watch the video games compromised, the TV shows compromised, the movies compromised, the streaming platforms, bro. Netflix is just the race swap streaming platform at this point. And now they going for the anime. Like, I want you to know, the funniest thing in the way that some of these entities online try to categorize heterosexuals with the goon bullshit that they want to throw at people, I think they have no idea the types of people they are so lucky are fucking with crypto, are fucking with, you know, AI, and they're just like trapped in their goon dungeons where they're cooming nonstop. Some people are just, and I'm gonna say it, you know, they're tinfoil hattie. They're in a Alex Jones kind of, even Joe Rogan kind of, not spiral, but they are where they need to be. And I think a lot of us were where we needed to be, distracted by our video games, until they all started falling apart so hard that it's like, okay, well, where do we go? But today's news indeed is that GTA 6 is delayed, and everything that comes with that is probably going to, in my opinion, reflect competition. Like, you know, just going back to Ananta, going back to Crimson Desert. If these are things that, you know, are pleasing, I want it to represent competition. You know what else?
What?
There are 300,000 people playing Arc Raiders. And that number means a lot. These numbers represent a lot in the way of, you know, Wataguan. You see me get excited over, oh man, Simpsons is doing numbers in Fortnite. Look at the steal the brain rot mode. Weird. You know, if the wrong people look at it, could this turn into, So look at that. In game right now, Arc Raiders has over 300,000 people. So this kind of shit instructs the industry, you know? I want to give this game a month, you know? Not to say it's the flavor of the whatever. A lot of people are hilariously pleased with it. Glowing reviews, blah, blah, blah. But the irony of this game is that nobody's playing it properly, you know? Out of the dozens of matches I've played, even if they are on some of the baby maps, everybody is eager to work together. And that's not what an extraction shooter is. Imagine a game where everybody is so invested in trying to play it that they're effectively going against the type of game that it is. And even with all the rage bait and weirdness aside from all the people running their mouth about Arc Raiders, it's like that's actually a tough cookie for some of the people playing the game to swallow. Is nobody. This is a PvP game. You're playing an extraction shooter. The nature of this bitch is that you're supposed to potentially lose everything that you have and the time that you've invested and have to start this run over. And whether it's nice or kind in that it's giving you a free pack to get back out there and all kind of bullshit like that, or you have a safety slot so that you can take something back home, it doesn't really matter because this is one of them games. And I think we're going to see just how much people hate that when Marathon's coming out. But let's take a look at some of what these people are saying on Reddit. Say my name so I'm not missing what you're saying. I want the competition. I want the smoke, if you will. I want that... Yikes. I want that heat licking Rockstar's back. I want them to know that there is a bar before they got there. I want Ananta to come out and offer customization in the way of what the bitches got going on. That's like... That's dick shriveling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That makes them feel like whatever they're going to bring to the table is nowhere near. Guys, I wanted to pop this over and just show you some of what's going on in Love and Deep Space. Dia, did you know that this is what's going on in Love and Deep Space? Did you know?
No, because I don't play that game. But
okay, so the girls get to touch the abs of the boys, right? but we don't get to feel on no titties of women and stuff. What's going on there? Right? So let me say it to you like this. Love in Deep Space is really harvesting the money from a genre or demographic that is in no way being catered to by anybody else. It's free money on the table because it is an untapped group of bitches. That's how ugly all of this shit is. And that's how bad it doesn't appeal to entire swaths of a fucking player base. So I say that to say, you know, they trying to tap cozy. That's what they think it's all about.
Yep, when in reality, all girls want is to be a pretty bitch in a video game who has a bunch of hot men that are at their beck and call.
I want an announcement. Here are the 4 fucking horsemen of Kael's apocalypse, okay? I genuinely believe if Crimson Desert sticks this landing, it's going to change gaming proper, right? Especially going into that multiplayer thing. That's icing that cake as well. I'm curious about Ananta. We're all very hesitant and cautious, and, you know, we're just ready to see what the hell you bring to the table. I don't think it needs to be otherworldly, outrageous, and insane. I think it just needs to stick the landing, as I say, with Crimson Desert, and be something that people would feel the need to not only spend, let's say, a month in, no problem, without like content, you know? Like maybe if more content comes down the pipe and they're, oh my god, I have this thing to do. But I want to see, and this is why I loved bringing up that little thing that I was showing you that I retweeted, was that if it's shameless, right, in borrowing from a Spider-Man, it sees something that, you know, people like and that's entertaining, and it's like, okay, we'll do that. You can Spider-Man swing in this game. You can drive in this game. You can decorate your little anime bitch. You can go out and do dumb little events like you might in Zenless Zone Zero and all kind of shit like this. If you're watching Hoyo games and other successful things and you're cherry picking what does and doesn't work, that might be something that I wouldn't even class as trend chasing, because you're innovating, right? And is it innovating when you're just taking the same thing and throwing it together as a hodgepodge? I think yes, if the things you've chosen work as what people actually would love to see in concert as far as the synergy is concerned. So I say that to say Pal World is probably the perfect Kino example of a game that is just elevating everything that we used to see. Yeah. I'm not so sure Ananta does that, if I'm speaking hilariously honestly. I don't think Ananta's pushing the envelope or innovating in a big way on what you're going to be able to do. You're going to be doing the same kind of shit you've done in games for the last 15, 20 fucking years. But it's going to play well, performance-wise, it's going to look flashy, you're going to have customization, you're going to have some appealing fucking things to maybe buy or whatever you want to decorate and, you know, put some flair on your personal shit. Maybe there's some jiggle physics in the way of waifus. Look, I'm more excited about Azor Permilia, and I can't really talk about that. So that's not even going to be one of my 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So one of the horsemen is Ananta. The other horseman is Crimson Desert. The other horseman, sweetie. And I'm fine to talk about this because I feel like they need to just get off the fucking pot and talk shit, whether it comes out soon or not. I don't believe it comes out before, you know, GTA 6. But one of my horsemen is Hogwarts, nigga.
Oh my god.
I don't know where the fuck that shit is, but hey, you know, that's what's going on. I don't know how Stevie guessed it, bro. The final horseman of the apocalypse is Stellar Blade. And that is why I brought up Love in Deep Space. You see how this market of females is millions of dollars is exiting their pockets on a monthly basis for this game where they're being catered to. We get catered to the way that I'm trying to fucking, you know, oh no, dude, you ain't gonna get nobody with this bullshit. You're canceled, delayed, DEI, forgettable, slop, Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Unknown 908. My god, bro, every game is the same out of you clowns. But this, bro, this is where gaming needs to get back to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's complicated about a waifu, a Pikachu, that they want to put on a wall. What's complicated
The
about
games
that?
Ununter takes from had their chance to be amazing. They
Damn.
chose to compromise themselves. Ununter will give us what we wanted in those games without the bullshit.
Anil with the 50 bomb. I didn't know that he had it in him. Well done, Anil. Well done. Diaz are back there sneezing. Thank you. I mean, bless you. That one. So, Anil, thank you in a big way. And I do believe that's what I mean when I say competition. I see some of these games coming out. And I know, I should get back to talking about the GTA 6 delay specifically. But I believe this is an opportunity for the rest of this corny-ass industry to be like, hey, oh my god. Oh my god. Grand Theft Auto will now release on November 19th. So you got yourself a hot delay, baby. What does anybody have to say? This is how we're going to act. Yeah, you guys are going to be gray, man. You're going to have some hot back pain. You know? Oh my god, people were gambling. People were gambling.
What was the bet?
Before or after a certain date. Damn.
Somebody became very rich.
Oh, this is too funny. They're already memeing on this. Do you know what this image represents? There was an interview where this bitch on the left basically hit Sydney Sweeney with the, "Can I get you to denounce that, like, people are like the criticism is that there's white supremacist things going on in the commercial. Like, can I get you to speak on that?" And she's like, "When I have something to say, y'all will hear that." You know what I mean? It was such a cold, perfect, bitch, you ain't gonna be holding a gun to my head talking about, say, trans rights or any of that queer shit. Shut the fuck up. And you know damn well it was a jeans commercial. And if what you want to do is give air to the fire, give oxygen to the fire of the losers that are willfully ignorant in their misinterpretations, deliberate misinterpretations of shit, fuck these people. It's exactly why Apu's not in The Simpsons, is because you gave these triggered losers the time of day. And when they get their way, what does it show others? That if they jump up and say, that the world will move for them too, bro.
And that's
weak fucking men. I hate it. And Dia, remember I showed you this fucking, it was this image of, like, Apu whitewashed in The Simpsons?
Yes.
In the Fortnite season?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if I found it, but here's the picture. Here's the picture. I'm going to put this on screen, okay? This picture speaks to me so fucking hard. For people who aren't aware, there is a Fortnite Simpsons crossover where they've turned the whole map into the Simpsons kind of Springfield thing going on. And for dweebs like me, because we haven't seen a Simpsons game in damn near 2 decades, it's very fun. But they have a picture of the B Sharps, which is a kind of like vocalist group with a bunch of men in the Simpsons. And the version that's in the game has a whitewashed Apu. And this picture speaks to me because this triggered dweeb Indian loser that was so triggered by the depiction of Apu, and I've seen this, like, snippets of his little documentary where he's talking to other Asian people, other Indian people, and they're saying that they like Apu, and he's like, "So what, you hate yourself?" And it's like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, you can't appreciate this thing. And the colloquial kind of, forgive me. The sentiment that I should say that I've read from people is amusing that Apu owned a business in his Quickie Mart. And since he's been removed, the sentiment on Indian people has just become, we crash semis, do not redeem. Do you know what I'm saying? Scammer this, poop that, right? This isn't me saying it. I'm not enjoying some kind of racial thing. You know, this is what?
Some guy on Twitter was getting into it with some Indians that he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna publish my documentary on this poop festival that I partook in because the place that he was visiting in India like was having a poop festival, and they were saying, oh well, it could have been a random poop festival, and people in the comments were saying, wait a minute, you have random poop festivals around the fucking year? Like, random. Like, who has that? Who does that? What? Like, at least if you had it as, like, a holiday thing, I guess. But if you're having around the year random poop festivals, like, that's fucking gross, dude. Like, that's not something to have as, like, a gotcha. Like, you're making it worse by what you're fucking explaining now.
Enough of the poop festivals, though.
No, the guy was getting into it because they were saying that, oh, he's really blowing it out of proportion, and people are like, how? How is he lying? Is there or is there not these things happening here? They're like, well, yes, but, and it's like, no. That'll do.
Let's go harvest some memes. Look at all the gambling. Jesus Christ returns before GTA 6. That's a funny meme. I will harvest that. And then like the post. What am I, some sort of monster? I'll suddenly start doing that. Pitch the microphone at you, angle down. There you go. Anil, a special thanks once again. Oh, yeah. Dude, I can't believe some people really memeing the shit out of this. Why am I seeing this? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Is that like a victory? That she didn't engage or she didn't, like, respond? They can't keep getting away with this. Welcome back, Silk Song. Ay, 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 dear.
It's all funny.
We must know what's going on. 13 plus years. GTA 5 released in 2013. Jesus Christ.
You know,
what happened to developers? The irony for me is that some of them are tripping over this union shit when the reality of game development is crunch, is slave work, is blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, and they want to
How do you take over 10 years to make a game? There is absolutely no way that you perform at this point. I feel people should be worried now. Yes, I saw the delay coming. There's something off about all of this. Super off.
I'm telling you, that game is going to be cyberpunk level of broken.
I'm going to give it less than a week. Something's going to come out. Something's going to come out. Less than a week is what I'm giving it. I think there's going to be a disgusting reaction from people. Not the types of people you'd see on the internet having fun, giggling, and being stupid. The types of jackasses you'd find only in the scruffiest places. Thank you, Python Bacon. Kyle, they might be pivoting and changing stuff. That's what the last delay was about, my brother. That's what the last delay was about.
Yeah, now they're pivoting.
Was them understanding, oh shit, we're in Trump's America again. Oh shit, you know, this woke shit's on the way out. Oh shit, right? But another delay, I'm wondering if they have the people. And the weird part about that, Dia, is they have all the money in the world. How you don't have the people? What's going on here?
Greed.
Read? Greed?
Greed, yes. Greed. Their stupidity has led them here.
So this is an image that I guess it should be in our heads, if we can say that. And it's that there's a number of different developers working on this, and I wonder if they're all breaking it. They're bloated and incompetent.
Yeah.
Python Bacon, I hear you, and Dude, what the hell is going on? Do you think that my assessment that the game was ever in any way fine to be ludicrous and incorrect? And that behind the scenes, they could barely ever get a version of this thing working well.
Yes. And you want to know why? Remember what happened when some kid leaked some shit, so like a build of the game. Remember that? And how he is like in prison now because of doing that? It means, Kyle, that whatever the fuck that kid showed to us it was probably a version of the game, and then they had to scrap it all.
This is crazy, dude.
And they had to start again. So it's bad. And not only did they have to probably start again after that kid leaked a build of the game, but on top of that, the woke shit had to be removed. So now there must be so much work.
Help me not make this boring, okay? I'm going to try to read about this protest. But you know me, I'm outrageously ADD. We need to try to make this something we can process. Protests have broken out outside of Rockstar Edinburgh's studio and Take-Two Interactive's London headquarters as demonstrators accuse the company of union busting. Okay? Mm-hmm. The Independent Workers Union of Great Penis of Great Britain organized a demonstration after claiming that the firings of 30 to 40 employees were aimed at halting unionization efforts. Protesters gathered outside the building on November 6th holding banners. So here we are. This is them outside. Why are we on the other side of the banners? I do need to see what those banners say. I do need to see who the fuck is out here. I do need to see these banners, player. I do need to see these banners. What's the kind of banners they got holding up? Oh boy, I need to see why. Well, you know, this is so weird. You know what I mean? It's weird. Show me what's hood here, man. Why are we getting all of these shots from like the wrong side of the fucking signs? Are you people stupid? If you make a game as well as you get your own fucking message out, who the fuck said be nice in the comment section? Hell no, Von Boss, man. Come on, man. You got picket signs and we on the back side of the picket signs, and this is the only, and this is what makes it into your fucking report? Like there's not better. Okay, thank you. Shit, fuck me. There's somebody. Oh my god, you found the right. What is this? Is that okay for the environment? I guess y'all ain't that kind of protester. Light it up! Somebody said it's Antifa BS. It's weird because it all feels the same. It all looks and feels the red and the green. What are we doing? These are... Reading out anonymous testimony from one of the workers. I want to see more of your damn banners, dude. Let me see what you guys are holding up out there. That shit matters to me. Let's type in GTA 6 protest. Oh my god. Reload it then, bitch. Indie game workers. Okay. Oh no, dudes.
What? What happened?
There was a image I saw earlier, and the image was real. And I didn't want it to be real, but it looks like it's real. So... Bro, this is from no. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh no. They were doing them a favor hiding this, man. You understand?
Yeah.
They were doing them a favor hiding this. Refugees welcome. Say no to Islamophobia. Black Lives Matter. Stamp out anti-Semitism. Oppose the far right. Is this Rockstar?
No wonder that game was delayed then. Nobody's working. Everybody's too busy being a fucking activist.
Oh man.
Okay,
dude.
so what do you
Man.
So the excuse will be, oh well, we were all too busy protesting.
Oh man, Dia, it can't be.
But it is.
It oh man. What does it have to do with the union thing? You had to come and all of y'all ready to hold the sign up and one of y'all got a mask over your face. Why? Why you hiding your identity holding this up? Oh my god. So let's try to focus exclusively on the other games and hope that they just establish the competition to make GTA a better game. Because I'm the kind of dork that really does want to play GTA, but if those days are behind it, then fuck me. Fuck me, bro. Let's see what some of them were saying about these protests real quick. Holy God, man. Pamphlets being handed out during the protest. Over 30 trade union bing-bongs on my bring big jump up the... Sucks because Rockstar can literally do whatever they want right now. GTA 6 will break records regardless. I feel the same way. Rockstar was always having a bad reputation for overworking their employees in crunch. I don't blame the staff for wanting to unionize, and it's fucked up that the people at the top are trying to deter them. What a fucking time for delays. What a time for delays. Rockstar has always had a reputation for overworking their employees and crunch. You know what? Let me stop all of these weird remixes of the Severance thing and get some kind of... what is in this? What's in this wallet? Alright, Rockstar has always had a bad reputation for overworking their employees in crunch. I don't blame the staff for wanting to unionize. It's fucked up that people at the top are trying to deter them. The response reads, this is not the defense of Rockstar, but I've never worked for a company that didn't have some kind of yearly in-service to make unions seem evil. Yeah, welcome to the workplace. Jesus, Reddit. This person just says, yikes. Amazing. I hate it when the terrible corporate structure makes good products. You know how you make good products? By making sure that you stay agile and trimming the fat. You know what I'm saying? That's what Square Enix said they were gonna do. Remember when they forced their developers to work 100-hour weeks to crunch for RDR2, which is Red Dead Redemption 2? Because I do, and I'm sure the developers do too. Well, Red Dead was an amazing game. If that's what it took to make sure that that would happen, then damn. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it took. So,
Just my shoulder popping.
I'm going to go ahead and look at the quote retweets to this and hope that it doesn't take us into Danger Town. You know what I'm saying? Hit with the union busting allegations, immediately hit the emergency delay button to distract people. Damn. I wouldn't call it a distraction, buddy. They should have hit the trailer button, you know? They mixing up another trailer since we got hot delays. Oh man, look at it. Look at it. So I believe the healthy thing to do is feel stupid for waiting for a game that's taken over 10 years to come out. This should feel to us like we got our dick in our hand waiting for another Duke Nukem game. When you should already know that if a Duke Nukem game comes out, it's going to be like the Netflix version of Duke Nukem. Mm-hmm. Where it's maybe it's like a lady now. MBN Hedger says, Kyle, you are already in Danger Town. Stretch and hydrate. I'm in Danger Town. Pretend you won. That is an option in Death Stranding. Hey, people are posting Ananta, and I like that a lot. Ooh, a lot of people fucking gambling. Ooh. Whoa, I know what that Alex Jones meme was saying. I don't need to stop. What you saying?
Yeah, I'll tell y'all. That can't run for me. Yeah.
That can't run for me. Who the fuck is even that?
Show me something if I couldn't have it. How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it?
Bro. Are the only people who care about GTA us? Because dude's too young to even remember?
Yeah.
This person wrote PS6. You know why that pisses me off, honey? Because the reality is this. GTA comes out, the world buys it. Okay?
Yeah.
A new console comes out. The lies that this is the real version of GTA 6. The one that's going to really run well. In the real graphics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they put it on the new console. Everybody buys that. Then it comes out on PC, Dia. And they hit them with that. This is the real version of this game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The real performance. The real graphics. Everybody buys it again. This is how long it took for this game to come out, though. Bob Grunsdigger says, Kyle, hate to say it, but I don't give a fuck about GTA because RDR2 was boring as fuck. They got rid of the people who made the game good, GTA's, and now Rockstar has been coasting on their rep/online slop. I don't think that the formula for Grand Theft Auto is so difficult that you couldn't create something easily good.
It is difficult because otherwise anybody could have made those games, and that's not the case. And the fact that they like fired people that were integral to that formula, that were necessary pieces, that if they were to be taken away, the whole fucking structure.
Gotta be budget issues, gotta be publisher intervention.
It's not just those things, and you know that. You know that. The lifeblood has been removed from that company, and what's been left has been cannibalized.
Kyle, what's your favorite GTA? It's the one that I played the most, which is GTA 3, man. GTA 3 has a crazy special place in my heart because I want you to know, for gamers my age, gaming came close at a couple of junctions to just losing my ass, losing my attention infinitely. Just like, I'm done with this. You know what I mean? And a couple of games fell into my lap that made me so impressed with what gaming could be that it might as well been singing the gospel. I remember back in them days, a lot of people had so much shit to talk on gaming. It was just like, okay, man, do your thing. Before you know it, it's making the most. But GTA 3 for me was really just this realization of a step into the future, I guess. Because back then we did look at, I don't know, bump ups, graphic wise, what you could do wise, instead of just like, whoa, this Pokemon game looks like a Pokemon game from 10 years ago. No. It was quite the step up occasionally. So Anil says, I don't really believe Rockstar is Rockstar anymore. Same, brother. Same. But I like to think when enough money is involved in something,
Not when these people are in charge. That's the way that you have to think about it. Because I'm sure that's how people felt with Rocksteady.
I
And
agree.
people were-
I
people were
agree
like,
that
"Oh,
it falls
it's still
entirely down to the
money."
people who are in charge. But I feel that the
It's-
reason we're hearing anything is because there is a clash in the way of people that recognize shit needs to get done and people who just want to take forever to do whatever.
That's what I'm saying, is that it's not just the people up top, but it's in...
We didn't see or hear any of this bullshit with Concord. And
Because they were all working together. It was a well-oiled machine of shit. This isn't that.
yeah, there's talent lost in this.
That's being stopped. That's constantly...
That's being hindered and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You have to stop thinking about it being Rockstar. Every fucking company has, unfortunately, kneecapped itself with this woke bullshit to the point that they have released people that made their games as good as they were because they were not willing to bow to the woke. And they are doing God knows what now, man. Oh, we can only hope that good things. But to know and understand that we are living in a time where actual hardworking people are being let go of their positions because they're not bending to this agenda bullshit. Like, it's sad because they have what it takes to make a wonderful fucking product, but they're being fired because they're not willing to, you know, have a fucking sticky note attached to them with the pronouns.
Robert.
What happened with R. Kelly pissed on the bitch again? What happened? No, a bunch of them came out or something.
Yeah, it wasn't just pissing. It was like underage shit.
Who sang "Happy People"? Was that R. Kelly? Happy people, yeah, yeah, keeps the world turning. Play "Happy People." It is R. Kelly. Is this a song that goes step to the left, step to the right? R. Kelly was killing that motherfucking R&B, bro. As hard in R&B's paint as I think Mike was. Not that he was anywhere close to Mike. Y'all heard Mike got a biopic? I couldn't watch that without crying like a bitch. They killed Mike, bro. They slandered Mike, bro. Mike ran afoul of Hebrew and Sony superpower, the omnipotent might. Hell nah, man. My nigga said step to the left, step to the right. Are the lyrics down there? Of course they're not. Y'all don't help nobody out with these damn lyrics. Anyway. They show that one building from GTA 5 that never gets completed. Saying that that's this game, dude. Saying that that's this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to give a shit about Reddit. I'm sorry to give a shit about Reddit, but I want to get our juices flowing. I want to get our... I'm sorry, I'm totally ready to lean back in my chair, and I should have the other chair ready to slide in here, and yet. But Square Enix announces more layoffs. People can't even get their dick up to care. Bill. I thought it was Billy. Bill Kuhn says tomorrow's Rockstar announcement is something much people won't care about.
Clearly, you're thinking of Billy, which is Chinese. That's a person that tweeted that. Oh,
What you mean Rockstar's announcement tomorrow is something people won't care about?
People clearly cared.
It's something probably much people won't care about, and it's not a remaster. People do not say what I didn't say. Hey, so is English not this nigga's first language? What the fuck you mean? It's something probably much people won't care about, and it's not a remaster. So it's not GTA 4, which is pretty much the only thing that you could say or show that would make us go, okay, man. Take your 6 bitch-ass months, right?
Kyle, I think your phone is vibrating near my feet.
No, I have my phone on my desk.
Okay, then what the fuck is vibrating? Because I just felt something vibrate.
It's like a giant rat. Jiggling.
No, it felt like a phone vibrating.
Intriguing.
That's creepy. Anyway.
What do you mean there's an announcement tomorrow for Rockstar? Isn't this funny?
Yeah, because clearly we did.
Table tennis HD? Why? I wish I hadn't read this, and I'm sorry about it. It's irrelevant. Jason Schreier's Games said that Rockstar Games said that dozens of employees fired last week were leaking company secrets. Based. Can you imagine like them having the kind of airtight litigation to fuck those guys 50 ways from Sunday if they don't shut their bitch ass up? You know what I mean? Because whether or not they were leaking company secrets, I like to think Rockstar is the type of motherfucker that's ready to step in mafia style and make sure everybody is liable. Because like you said, somebody leaked some shit and they ended up in motherfucking jail. So if you want to end up in jail for this thing we're accusing you of that you don't have the money to like survive us coming at you with, keep running your mouth. And I believe the involvement of this kind of severe, scary kind of motherfucker, it illustrates exactly the kind of intensity and necessity for the game to be finished and be functional. I believe that because of this money with purpose, right? That it shouldn't just be this throwaway, oh, it'll be another Dragon Age. Oh, it'll be functional, but it'll just be a piece of shit and not comparable to any other GTA. 10 years gotta have meant something. 10 years gotta have been spent on something.
Yeah, nothing.
So I believe harder than y'all, and that's okay. But god damn, baby. Your post has been removed. Damn. Damn, Reddit. Damn. 10 years of money laundering. You guys are wild. Can't be worse than fucking, what's that game's name? Mind's Eye? Fuck Mind's Eye, bro. DEI on another whole ass level, bro. You remember that one bitch with the stupid chest? That bitch with the chest was killing me, man. I had that in a folder too. I should pull that up. Y'all lucky I'm not gonna make y'all go crazy looking at the chest of some bitch that's like non-existent. Like if you put a fucking outfit on a sausage, dude. Why the fuck we playing? Why you even have like an outfit for this entity? Oh my god. And it's like, I want to give credit where credit is due. GTA had this. What, Anil? What's
Did
up?
10 years mean anything for Kill the Justice League?
It's different, man. We gotta establish that it's definitely different. That studio was cringe from the flow up. I'm not saying there isn't a bunch of cringe throw up floating around at Rocksteady or Rockstar, but it's got to be balanced out to a certain degree. So to get back to what I was saying, hilariously, Leslie Benzie was involved in the GTA 3 game I was just telling y'all about back in the day, and then he tried to literally have his name carry this Mind's Eye game. Now, if you guys remember when the GTA trailer came out, when we looked up extra photos from the game that were released, we came across this one of a girl that was in a American flag bikini washing a car.
Yep.
Dia, your game is set in Florida. You had mad black fat bitches on the hood of a car shaking their ass, having their cheeks folding in and out and shit, like a fucking horizontal twerk, Dia. But you didn't put the big titty white bitch in the American flag fucking bikini, washing the car, giving us the face full. It's like your game, dude, is trying to toe a line. You can't do that. You need to make a game for the gamer.
Yeah, they're
Dia.
not doing that anymore.
You need to make a game for the gamer. Now, what we're seeing appears like it's for the gamer, but it was also omitted from the trailer. This was not in the trailer. I find that utterly fascinating. So I want to bring up Mind's Eye very quickly. Anil, thank you again. Thank you again.
You better hope that's still in the game.
Anil, they wouldn't take that out of the game. If anything, they're going to not enhance, but kind of put some of that. You know, let me say it to you like this. If all was said and done and there were no delays, I would expect this very scene in a launch trailer or a follow-up trailer, if not, you know, just omitted from the kind of promotional material entirely. The truth of the matter is, I think they were probably trying to avoid certain ire or scrutiny from the kinds of games journalists that are so Antifa, as you see with the Sucker Punch Studios. So I'm deranged and I'm angry at Elon Musk, as you see with like Obsidian developers, dude. These people are ready to literally throw their whole studio under the bus, to potentially get fired, cheering for the assassination of a debater, dude. They're sick in the fucking mind. And everybody that doesn't think like them is the real crazy person as far as they're concerned. So I wanted to show you Leslie Benzi's Mind's Eye fucking video game and the dog shit flat-chested DEI bucket of cancer that is an overly tattooed body type B with a sausage fucking... I could vomit. I could vomit looking at this and talking, so I'm going to calm down very quickly. I could vomit looking at this. To think that we made strides, we innovated, we managed some things as far as technology is concerned. We can go back generation after generation after generation. The 360 got some dead or alive games. Some amazing jiggle physics, beach volleyball, all kind of nonsense, very fun. Awesome fighting games, you know, they had to queer all of it up. So now 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, it's not that we can't, it's that they choose not to. And yes, whether it is titty-centric or not, the titty-centric is the flags, the red flags, that expose that there is a number of things that are completely and utterly off the table that make it so that this game that could have been fun is instead towing this sensitivity line. And not in the interest of genuine sensitivity, but in the interest of not pissing off the types of people the sensitivity consultants prioritize with their biased ass. Anil, I thank you again. My God, dude. A 6-month delay for a game that's like hiding that it needs to appeal to gamers. That's funny. So
they're probably fighting over the fact that that they're making characters too pretty. You gotta go back to the ugly. And they're like, no,
I thought you were gonna say like they took the tampons out of the men's bathroom or something, and somebody was losing their mind.
Yeah, no. For all we know, they really are fighting over the designs and how over sexualized everybody is now.
Fuck me, man. I remember when the first trailer came out and everybody was shocked at the initial 2025 release and now it's going to be 2027. It's funny that they say that when they said 2026, yeah?
Yeah, everybody is saying, just tell us that it's coming out in 2027 instead.
Why does Restless say we don't much about? Does he mean we don't know much about? Like we haven't seen much of the game? It's true, I guess. Kyle, ask the woke and they'll astroturf the idea that the industry always belonged to them. They just got tired of catering to us. What a stupid belief.
I want you to get me a new leash and collar if GTA gets delayed to 2027.
Why am I involved in getting Anisha collar? Anish? Anil? Anish.
Good lord.
I should make a character named Anish. Is this your house?
Yeah.
You can keep those upstairs?
Yeah.
You keep your house full of those kegs, Dia.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
No.
Just playing Stardew Valley.
I'm making use of my fucking space that I don't have other uses for. Other than to make money.
Speaking of making money, Dia, we need to make the big bucks so we can afford all of the companions in Fortnite. It's that simple.
I'm not... No.
Guys, everybody, I know you had money and you thought that you were going to use it. You're not. Look, 6 months, it's delayed. Probably not even going to get delayed again. I'm sorry that I was right, and I didn't mean to be right. But the reality is, you don't need that money. Let's make it a challenge. I know you guys, I know you humans like when you put a challenge on, you put the word challenge on something, and now you're like killing yourselves over it. Don't do that. Kyle Jandal does not condone you harming yourself. But, you know, it is a Kyle donation challenge. You guys gonna let a Neil win? He's saying how very gay he is in here and that he's my pet and that I'm buying him a leash if the game doesn't come out at the same time. You're letting a Neil win when you don't need that motherfucking money going forward because it's delayed forever. Forever. I'm not saying that it's not ever going to come out. I'm just saying you have to wonder who among us here is not going to make it. Do you know that there's a statistical likelihood that there's somebody listening to this right now that doesn't make it to GTA coming out? It could be me. Heart attack, car crash, hemorrhage, you know,
That's not funny.
aneurysm, all of that. All of that. One of these days we could just... As a matter of fact, let me drink some water right now and hope that I make it. Holy shit.
We all have to make it. I won't have anything otherwise.
Bro. Let's get back to Twitter. I can't fucking believe this.
I can.
Rockstar changing the date every 3 months. Dia, why?
Why what?
Why would they do this to everybody? Don't they love them? I Show Speed was already down bad after hearing GTA 6 got delayed again.
I'm gonna be fucking 50 when this shit come out.
That's what I'm saying. We gonna be in the home. We gonna be in a nursery home.
I'm gonna have a wife.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be married.
it's over. It's over. Gonna be in the grave.
What you doing? Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. You shut up. It wouldn't be a.
I'm gonna have a pet dog.
He's gonna have a dog. We're set. You know, I'm gonna be Hokage by then. Dia.
I'm gonna have a cat.
I'm gonna have a dog and a cat. Ooh, does he throw a zebra in there? That's where it goes for me. Dog, cat, zebra. You know what I saw earlier? I saw some real cringe shit earlier, dude. Maybe I retweeted it. I showed it to you. It was this video that was like, it's supposed to be promoting Predator. Here it is, guys. Here's the video. So this is supposed to be, and somebody retweets this saying, real marketing is back. Hey. Trash. Trash. Ah. Trash. Trash. This is how you market. This is how you cringe. Cringe. I like the niggas at the end. That's my favorite part of the video. My favorite part of the video is people going, okay, okay, okay. So people are gonna like this, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys. You know what I mean? You know what it reminds me of? There's this video of Erika Ishii, the Antifa bitch that's in Sucker Punches Yote. She jumps up on the table and starts crouching and being real cringe chungus. You know what I'm saying? And
so they're natural.
And the people in the background are just like, oh no, don't do that. Oh my god. Oh, you're so you. That's your authentic self. That's what's up in them studios, bro.
Yeah.
And they call it toxic if you're real. So I wrote, you're about to see Mr. Beast in every movie, playa. And it's true. You know, he was in Tron Jared Leto edition, right?
That's nice. Nobody saw that, though.
What you mean nobody saw
Nobody
it?
saw it. 'Cause it's
Somebody in here saw that Tron movie. If not, somebody's paying me right now. You're paying me the Tron tax, bro. We supposed to keep our ears to the ground and our eyes to titties. What the hell? None of y'all saw the Tron movie? And Neil said it wasn't me. He turned into Shaggy. Saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. It wasn't me watching Tron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why would you expect anybody in here to be watching fucking trash like that?
But Dia, it's different than the last one. Tron, you know, is blue. This one was red. Can you imagine in the future they had to do yellow? Or did they do yellow already because there was a Asian girl boss in the movie? That's so trendy. That's so hot right now. Asian activist. She should have been bald, too. Asian activist, angry, you know. She's got, like, vitiligo. She's missing a limb for a robot limb. Oh, boy. And she's fat, too. Did I mention she's ugly? This isn't the kind of picture where you're invested in, like, an attractive woman. You guys remember attractive women? It's crazy, huh? You remember, you remember when, like, Lucy Liu was in movies? That's when they were using attractive women to make Charlie's Angels movies. You remember they came out and made that ugly lady business suit, Charlie's Angels? And that's what they wanted to turn the Bond movies into as well. Isn't it interesting that Bond narrowly escaped being turned into Doctor Who?
Next, Purple Tron with all black cast.
Yo, Purple Tron. Anil, that's funny. The color of grape drink. Purple Tron. I can see that, man. I'm gonna make Purple Tron, bro. That shit's happening. I like that.
What's Purple Tron gonna have?
What's Purple Tron gonna have, man?
What are you mixing in there?
I'm mixing in like
Sedatives?
Whoa, that's too far, Dia. That's too Cosby with it. You went too Cosby with it, bro. Even R. Kelly and Diddy don't fuck with sedatives,
no,
bro.
so that you can fucking go to sleep instead of watching the garbage-ass movie.
What, you think my Purple Tron with an all-black cast would be garbage? It would probably be more entertaining than what they put now.
It's gonna have a theme song like Reigns.
If the culture that surrounds my movie decides to meme on it, I can't help it. Mr. Grimm says, Kyle, that James Bond game is following the Doctor Who path. Them female characters are ugly. But you don't have to tell me. But, you know, we talk often about incompetence. And not like, let me just show you four pictures. That's it, okay? That's it. Okay. So, this was the real game in the gaming industry, is me needing to prove to people that it's not just, oh, they can't do better. It's, no, it's a very deliberate thing. They're sucking on purpose. Okay? So, of course I'm going to start with Mary Jane. Sure. You know how you know that they could do better with Mary Jane? Because they did. In that first game, and then they decided Grandma Mary Jane. Some bitch in that studio was given enough power to literally come in there and go, oh, hell no. So what is this, some Mary Jane that's appealing to the male gaze? I'm not doing that. No. My man.
Do you think GTA got delayed because it was developed in the peak of woke agenda, but now they see that it's not the wave, so they have to redesign?
Goon009, your question is, do you think GTA got delayed because it was developed during peak woke? And that agenda needs a little bit of pruning, removing, and blah, 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 blah. The answer to that question is yes. But I think that's what the last delay was about. Was just reworking some things to tone it the fuck down. The new delay, I think, is an indication of incompetence and a lack of the strict leadership that is becoming of a game that launches and functions in a way that doesn't create a fiasco, bro. I think they could have pushed it and made this date.
Yep, but
But they knew that it was a risk too big to fuck with. So what they need to do is sweep up all of this. We're mad. People are being fired. Union bullshit. Black Lives Matter, bro. You mean the fraud people? I'm black and I'm telling you they's fraud and motherfucker. But this is who's outside? It can't be. The dyed hair, it can't be. You're hiding your face. Only Antifa does that. Whatever, man. It can't be. Anyway, the second delay, I believe, is indicative of incompetence in the way of not only management, but I think these teams, dude, are not of the mettle that is necessary to get this thing happening. And you know why there really doesn't need to be any people running their mouth at this stage? It's because it's been 13 years, dude. We can play the whole, oh, you know, we want to have a safe environment and we don't want people overstressed and hurting themselves, because people used to kill themselves on projects. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You want to know something? And I'm going to tell you something right now, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I am not meaning to extend this to everything in the world, blah, 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 blah. Don't kill yourself working on a game, but you need to understand what you're getting into when you're getting balls deep in some of these projects. One of my favorite movies, probably my favorite of all time, is Carpenter's The Thing. The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Do you know that The Thing is an 80s movie? It came out in 82. And if you watch that thing right now, it stands up in a way that achieves excellence as a film, son. If you haven't seen The Thing, go watch The Thing right now. An 82 movie, bro. And when you appreciate something about the lighting in the movie was killing me, bro. How does it look this good? I kept saying to myself, bro. But let me tell you something. When it comes to the practical effects, you know the motherfucker that worked on that bitch hospitalized himself?
Yeah.
He was in his like 20s or something, right?
I believe
This
so.
nigga was super young, knocking out some of the hottest shit that we have seen since or after. Sorry, before or since. And this dude broke himself on that bullshit in this bitch. And that's what art is, bro. It is an investment of yourself. It's cursed.
Turtle Tron starring Michael B. Jordan.
This isn't
Zoe
different than
Kravitz
you
and Cynthia
bleeding
Erivo,
and then
you're
smearing that on a fucking canvas, bro. My nigga Anil, thank you.
That said, how do you feel about the Thing video game, SciL?
Nah, I haven't played the Thing video game, man. And it's because I don't expect anything to impress me. So if what you're telling me is that the Thing video game is worth being played, I will give it a chance. But let me put it to you like this, just to put things in perspective, okay? You know, Junji Ito and Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima could have came together and made that stupid, you know, game, and all of that fell apart. And now the kind of games we get from Hideo Kojima are the ones where he wants you to understand that as a man, you need to be sacrificing yourself and ending your life and delivering package. And, you know, the whole game plays like a resume for you remote working in the future. You know what I mean? It's a walking simulator. It's a pretend you won button prompt game. It's a game for games journalists. And you guys aren't really even ready to hear a heterosexual talk about a lot of stuff because there's some big disagreements that you'd have until it all comes out that Kyle's a little bit too right about everything. The bottom line is this. I expect to be disappointed. I expect if a Junji Ito thing, if anything that was 100% about came out right now, I would know that it's coming out with a big caveat, man. The way that, like, if you had one game in your heart that you wanted more than anything to come out, like a new version of it, and then it comes out and it's like a mobile game, you know what I mean? It's got like it's got like the kind of appeal of a early 2000s browser game. That's what they're for some reason making. That's what they're making. So, Anil, I'm sorry, I missed what you were saying. You said Purple Tron, starring Michael B. Jordan, Zoe Kravitz, and Cynthia Erivo. You're welcome. I'm gonna look up Cynthia Erivo, Anil, because I don't know who that is, and we're gonna see what's up. Cynthia Erivo. It's the ball bitch from Wicked. Got him. Now, Anil, you know why I would have remembered the name Cynthia? Because a part of me is still trapped in the era when I was going in Nickelodeon studios and getting slimed. So, you know, I remember Cynthia as the little doll, little fucked up doll of Angelica from Rugrats. And if I ever was trying to think about, you remember what? I remember one of the things that pissed me off more than anything was hearing this bitch was talking about I want to be Storm, and we were like, nah, you know, Storm is a beautiful woman. What are you talking about? Storm, we're trying to make movies where like people remember the characters and don't forget them. What y'all make is forgettable stuff. Okay? Please get that shit. And it's like, it's the Joker 2. It's the Doctor Who of your thing that you like. It is a vehicle for them to challenge standards. I think I was showing people that, you know, it was like some sort of Witcher casting thing where the woman's like, I want to challenge standards and shit like that. That's going on in everything. Why was I retweeting this? Loves to hate. Because this dumb bitch was implying, not the guy writing the article, but whoever was speaking on behalf of Ubisoft was saying, well, you know, some people love to hate things. And we were like, okay, man, here's what I want, okay? I want the types of people ignoring things to understand that there is a bot that was created like a week ago whose sole purpose is to scrape and avoid the easy, effortless bots that are really just there to shill, right? And get a vibe. That's what you need to do. You need to read the vibe. Understand the sentiment. And half of these people, they're rich. So, and I say rich and not wealthy because they don't, brother, they about to lose some of that. And these rich people, you can almost understand not having the sense to hire people that understand and at least get out ahead of this. At least have a intelligent thing to say when everybody hates this, because you got men kissing men, non-binary. Oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, we had to stop focusing on those who hated us. Bro, I came down here looking. Why was I retweeting Lawrence? Oh my fucking god. Can I read this for you really quick, Dia? This is for you specifically. Jennifer Lawrence says Jennifer Lawrence did not use an intimacy coordinator with Robert Pattinson on some fucking new movie that they're in together. Okay. The reason is because he is not pervy. So she doesn't know what she's done already by saying that. You know what I mean? With the implication that, of course, and again, I understand, I'm factoring in that anything that anybody says is just another way to get people talking about them, even if it's, you know, ignorance that could be them phoning it in, like they're this is practiced ignorance. But she goes on to say, we did not have an intimacy coordinator, or maybe we did, but we didn't really. And it's like, bro, my eyes glaze over in a way where it's like, why do I have to listen to women talk when this is like you're just like snip snap. We did what we didn't. We did. He's not pervy, so he didn't. What the fuck? That's what you think this nigga's here for? That's what you think the intimacy coordinator is here for? It's like you live in a world where you don't understand or think about anybody other than yourself. You remember when Jennifer Lawrence was talking about how she was one of the first women in like an action or like leading role because of Hunger Games? Yeah. She had no idea that a world existed outside of her own vapid and ignorant ass. And I'm looking at her and wanting to just impart the information, the understanding to this stupid cunt that the most attention she's ever going to get from most motherfuckers is when her news were leaking on the internet back when she was young. You get what I'm saying? But we got to listen to this. We got to listen to you every other minute. People were talking about Jennifer Lawrence because she was saying how, oh, nobody cares about what celebrities think as it pertains to political candidates. And yes, you're right. It's a shame it took you all of this time to come to that conclusion. All of this time, Roo. So what I'm going to go ahead and find is that weird little... Oh my god. I just saw that Hunter Schafer. Oh man, this video was making me laugh.
You know how we get down.
It's a green screen black dude.
Eat for everyone, nigga.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
He has a great smile. That's funny. That's so funny. Green screen black dude in front of a bunch of other black dudes. Like, yeah, you already know what it is. What happened?
Do you remember who I said he reminded me of?
Who?
Carlton.
Carlton, dude.
Yeah, Carlton trying to pretend that he real hard.
This shit is a trip,
And it's
bro.
like, shut up, go back to your fucking private school, bitch. I'd have slapped the shit out of you.
Bro. So, when are people gonna get mad about this?
Mad about what?
Mad about the delay.
They are mad, but what else can you fucking do?
That's how y'all think. You know what I'm saying? A man thinks only in escalation.
Yeah, a man thinks of going to that fucking studio.
Whoa, we don't need to go there. Look at all the... Look, they see... You know what? This was almost a great time for them to delay it, considering they put all the Black Lives Matter people on the...
darling,
yeah, are we
so...
allowed to talk on stream about what Islamophobia must mean?
Yeah, sure.
What you mean, sure? Is that...
Yeah.
What the hell are we talking about?
Kyle, that's fine. You know which one you're not meant to talk about. You know better. So, of course, you can't.
Oh my god.
What's up on break? Watching you now, catching up. I'll be hearing you wild at work. What do you think of The Simpsons in Fortnite so far? I love it cause this cartoon map and showing off my cartoon skins. You be easy over there.
Thank you, Kiko. I appreciate and, really thank you coming from the bottom of my heart here with your contribution. I know in times that are going to get a little bit stupid that any disposable income, could easily be invested back into something that would, potentially even make money. So you teeing that up is... It's not something that I take lightly, and I appreciate and thank you. I'm loving The Simpsons season in a way that I don't think a lot of other people could love it because... I gotta tell you, man, I was talking earlier about how the Michael Jackson biopic, just seeing the trailer and hearing the music, it stirred something a little bit, in me emotionally. And it's... Huh?
They're doing one?
Yeah, they're doing one, and they cast one of his nephews to be one of the Michaels, because, we're going to have a lot of different Michaels in that thing, most likely.
He only got to live up to like 50 or something, and that's very sad.
My point is this, I say that to say that there are people who have a place in their heart for the things that were there, not just for a long time in their life, we should say, but specifically, like, to lift them up, man. Maybe you've been through some shit. Maybe you lost some people. Maybe you ended up homeless, whatever it is. You've been fucking, fucked by life. And you were probably in a position where, hey, you thought this was never going to get any better. And you found the right escape. You found the right distraction. It could be music. It could be a game. It could be an entertainer getting his ass wiped. Like, for me, I remember Ricky Gervais came in clutch. It made me laugh when I thought I wasn't going to be laughing. I remember The Simpsons was really... the writers that would go on to Futurama, they were the types of weirdos that would slide some shit in there that was truly a middle finger for anybody who doesn't understand the specific thing. And every show has that, but not every show can land in a way where it doesn't come off kind of pretentious and assholey. The Simpsons was a nice balance for me because it took a formula that was already kind of not broken and didn't need fixing, and it just kind of fired on those cylinders for the amount of seasons that the show was still great. I feel like a lot of things get made these days, and if we were to apply the Simpsons lens to it, it would be all of them are Lisa Simpson. But even the Simpsons, as much shit as people give it, they never went as hardcore and woke as they could have with the Simpsons. if you want to think about how Lisa's supposed to just be a nightmare, I was saying to Dita the other day that Lisa should have transitioned. That's what Lisa would have done in any of these other fucking shows that these motherfuckers are getting studios shut down with. You know, you killing Cartoon Network and all kind of shit like that. You know, you get picked up by a streaming platform to just make the wokest bucket of slop in the world. They would have had that little bitch transition, and every character would be Lisa Simpson. Every character would be just like the most insufferable and ooh, let's not get into it. So am I enjoying the season? Yes. Feels like a blast from the past for niggas specifically like me. And in the same way that everybody's waiting for GTA 6, I'm meant to realize, nigga, I've been sitting on my hands with no console Simpsons game for 20 years. Why, bro? Is it because they're preserving the brand? Does Simpsons now hold the place over Mickey Mouse as Disney's holy fucking brand? Where they need not step too far because this is the lucrative thing. People don't really think about shit in ways where they're articulating it like that, but think about that. Is Homer and Bart Simpson the new Mickey Mouse? Because Disney took a shit out over everything that they fucking did.
Nothing is funnier than remembering the train scene in the Simpsons movie where Bart says, "I am the mascot of an evil corporation," as he was doing the Mickey Mouse voice. And that's what they became, because that was before they were acquired.
So, thanking you again, but, you know, to just roll back into what I'm talking about here, I'm not going to lie to you. The weirdest thing about seeing Wolverine right now next to GTA 6 is that I have the same amount of faith for both of them, and that is not much. What do I mean when I'm running my mouth about that? If you're not somebody who's been here often, look, I want you to tell me that this is cringe or that I'm making a big deal out of it, but the reality for someone like me is, after Insomniac did what they did with Spider-Man in a way that is so transparent that I think it can be summarized with just a picture of their Mary Jane. That's how fucked it needed to be. That's how crazy it needed to get. What I want to impress is that GTA 6 is not something I'm holding my breath over. Do I think it'll be fun? Yes. And I don't think there's a measure of a game more important than whether or not it's going to be fun. That aside, bro. That aside, I think this motherfucker is going to come with some baggage. And we were talking the other day about how, you know, when this Wolverine shit came out, you know, and we have this actress for Mystique, whom they showed. We had a Halo fucking trailer, and they didn't show you Cortana. Please, bro. If you knew how hard this industry is trying to cling to that woke shit, TM. So we got a 40-year-old Mystique player, and I didn't respond or reference her as androgynous. You didn't categorize her as androgynous. She regards herself as androgynous. And this 40-year-old woman is who Sony is casting as a motherfucking femme fatale, you know, villain. Dude, the villains can't even be hot in your Western games. Because when it comes to Sony, there is an agenda. So, when I say that I am as excited now about GTA as I am Wolverine, I mean that. You know, I got my dumbass games. I was pleasantly surprised by something like Tides of Annihilation. But my Azure Promelia is at the top of my list. I want you to understand that I'm cuckoo for Crimson Desert, but Azure Promelia is still at the top of my list because that's how hard I go for games with little Pokemon, and I'm ready to dive into that bullshit and see what the fuck is up. Judge its monsters hard and all kind of shit like that. That's going to be fun for me. No matter the age that I reach. But when I think about GTA, I be thinking, man, my back pain, Am I really gonna be sitting down and playing no stupid bullshit like that? Are they gonna even have their shit together? Is it gonna be more dropped balls? I feel like they are not even understanding best how to kind of enhance the online interaction. Like the experience that we would have going into it. And I used to have high hopes. I used to think, oh man, they're hiring the roleplay people. They're really going to nickel and dime the shit out of us, but they're going to make it a great experience that is really meeting people on their level. I don't believe that anymore. I do not believe that anymore. I believe that we are in hell and that things are going to get a lot more funny. So I know it seems like I'm super gay. I'm jumping ship to I'm on Nikkei. You know what I saw yesterday?
What?
You were there, so I'm gonna look it up. New Nikkei opening.
Oh yeah. You gonna show them?
Ooh, ow. So here it is. This is only 10 days old, huh, baby?
Oh yeah.
Damn. So guys, check this out, because this is what plays in the beginning of Nikkei when you start that bitch up. And I was just jumping in there to get my anniversary shit, because, you know, just I'm all about getting what's coming to me. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And Dia's like, oh, they had it done. It's made by the motherfuckers who do Sword Art Online and solo leveling. So this is my hope for the future.
A1 picture.
This is my hope for the future, Dia. A1 like the sauce. I hope that Shift Up brings that sauce.
I hope.
When they make an Stellar Blade 2, I was hyped for this Project Witches thing. Can I tell you what my hope is, dude? That Shift Up can make a game, sort of like First Descendant makes a game, where they're bringing all of these different properties. Like you see we got Resident Evil crossovers and Nier crossovers and dirty ass Nikkei, no disrespect, Goddess of Victory, but I want to see that in a game we are all walking around with.
I want that in my Genshin.
Because this, to me, is the man version of Love and Deep Space. I'm almost impressed by how much they've put into the story for that game, and I want to see them do the same. Because you know what I think? I think Goddess of Victory has a stronger story than Stellar Blade, and that's kind of funny. We went straight into a dot hack song. Let's see what song it is. Shut that shit up and let's see what song this is. This is the one where it's like, isn't it cool, Dia, that we were just talking about Sword Art Online? And remember when you first showed me that, I was just like, my nigga, I wish I could show them the dot hack, Guru. It feels impenetrable, bro. Dot hack feels impenetrable. And when I was young, I was playing them dot hack games on my PlayStation 2. They were offline, but they simulated the experience of an online world. And they were so creepy, bro. Oh my god, the creep factor. Infection is what it was called, my nigga. And how could I know that the same thing like infection was coming from my beloved industry? PlayStation 2. Dot hack infection. Has it been so long? That boy in the red, his name is Kite. Damn. How time has flown, not unlike a kite. Remember Bandai? I remember them before Namco. I remember Square Soft before Square Enix. Look at the bitch with the titties right on the box. God forbid. He had himself a brown little hot bitch and a nice little number, and that was fine because the hoes weren't ruining the games. God damn. I guess that's how it goes. Yuki Kaijura, Dia. Damn. Or Yuki Kajiura, because it's K-A whatever.
Is that the composer?
Yeah. I was watching people posting Delicious in Dungeon. It was that brown boy stabbing up the sister who had become like a harpy. Remember?
I thought it was a girl. It was a dude?
I don't know the gender of that idiot.
No, that's a guy. But
Yeah.
I thought that the one that was stabbing her was a girl.
No, I think the brown dude jumped up, grabbed her, and was stabbing her up.
Okay.
And then the caption says something like, "Oh, you just trying to walk in London," or something like that.
Oh yeah. No, a woman walking in London.
Yeah.
And it's a random brown person coming up behind him and stabbing him.
Kajuda and silent. Thank you. You guys know stuff. Dia and I were watching something with some motherfucker that got Discord banned in his whole fucking country. And apparently he beheaded a bitch and threw...
Didn't just behead her. He essentially chopped her up like a butcher does an animal, which is funny because he worked in a butcher shop. And then he cut her up real good like an animal, and then because it was like on a like a castle wall almost.
What I love is that there was infinite signs, but I guess where they come from, that's just boys
Turkey.
Being boys.
Yeah. No, that's in any country.
Turkey, isn't that where Hassan's from?
I think so. You're the one that told me that. I don't fucking know.
Whoa! Where is Hassan from? Arabic? I didn't ask what his stupid name was.
You should have asked Hassan Piker, you stupid bitch, instead of just Hassan.
It's not even spelling it right. You're right. I guess the internet's bigger than this fuck. New Brunswick, New Jersey. Yeah, where do his people hail from? Arabic, Irish, Scottish?
No,
This nigga wishes this is so Google. I don't trust none of this no more, bro. Anyway, happy dog zap into that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Somebody said, yeah, he's Turkish.
He's Turkish. Anyway, this dude, you know, he chopped this girl's head off and then called the mom to her and threw the head at the mom. And in his diary, they found, I'm not joking, in his diary they found drawings of like a body chopped up and like kind of posed funny. So like imagine just I'm just describing something, YouTube viewer, listener discretion advised. So imagine you chop up a body and you take the legs off, you take the arms off, you take the head off, and then you like position the head under the torso, and then you put both of the hands coming out of the neck so that they kind of like limp, like flop down, like, I don't know, like kind of like, I want to say petals of a flower almost. But then you have like the legs on the side of the it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, because the head is like in between the legs.
But
like around the crotch.
He had this drawing of a posed up, chopped up body. It was just a drawing. And the guy doing the video was saying how they believe it is like Psychopaths. Which was, you know, it was kind of like borrowing from reality when some people are crazy and do be posing bodies like that. Who said, is this made in Abyss?
And again, he...
Which level are we on? Which layer?
On like the castle wall thing, he had the girl's body displayed. Again, like a butcher displaying meat.
What?
What?
What? What? Dia?
So they've delayed it?
What? Dude! What a day! What a day!
This is a good thing, though.
Oh, man. Get your shit together. Beyond 2026? They don't even have a date.
No.
Whoa, bro, my back. Are any games coming? AAA said. Oof.
You know whose games are gonna be coming out?
The East?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because they like money. They like money.
Oh, man, dude.
Anything made by by the West, of course there's gonna be delays. But when the Chinese and the South Koreans and the Japanese are telling you a date, that's when it's happening. So, you know, clear your fucking schedule accordingly.
I like this picture.
Yeah, of course you do.
What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Oh, it's gone. No,
What the
no.
fuck happened?
It didn't believe in me. It didn't believe in me. It was trying to save me from posting that.
Your precious picture.
I'm gonna use this one instead. Did you guys like the one with the harp, or you like this one better? I'm cropping it. I'm cropping it. I'm cropping it. It's cropped. Tell me that one's not better. The milk. Who said they like the... Oh!
Oh,
They
say
all
the
said the harp!
They all be saying the harp, baby. I'm sorry. Go find the harp,
You
bitch.
guys don't know what you want. Excuse me.
Nice.
Ooh, Kaya Latte. Not bad, Bruce Fields. Kaya Latte.
That'll be your girl name
No.
when you transition.
When? When,
Not
dear,
if,
when?
Anante's
I have one on your
this
boobs.
way.
I thought I would have made one where it, like, bounces you. I didn't do that. Okay, animated.
Oh
No.
man, if you did make one like that, please, please. I want to see it.
There isn't one yet, because I did, but it maybe lost to time.
Bitch.
Damn, that's how it goes. There was a tiny one with, like, you and me, and, like, somebody had made Courage the Cowardly Dog that was blonde. This is stupid. This whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, but we like it.
Whatever, man. This is a stupid picture.
Yeah.
Me with the harp in space. That shit's
And that's in
stupid.
response
That's why I
to
love
this.
it. Yeah.
Like, okay.
I want someone to see that and be like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Let's go.
Oh, man. Anyway, bro. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Okay. Get in there and make it about you,
Yeah.
delaying your own game right after GTA 6's delay.
Yeah. They needed to feel special, Kyle.
Look, it's not just them. We all delay
Yeah,
in
we're
solidarity.
all-
Wow, bro. So that's the game where, like, he's scrawnier than Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Thing is, people don't understand what woke means. They try to, they think that they can speak to a hetero guy and I'm gonna give a shit about what they feel. Ooh.
Somebody said 5 more games should announce delays now. It's okay.
Yeah, it's in vogue now. Yeah, this shit's hot. It's a hot time to
Yeah.
announce some hot delays, bro. Anyway, look, I was just mentioning quickly that I'm almost high. Like, I can taste the chemicals. I can taste the energy. Like, it's just seeping right into me. I'm not enjoying the fact that they delayed their game. I'm enjoying the fact that, bro, these delays are not just because of incompetence. They are a portion because of the woke, bro. Because of the woke that has just destroyed these fucking studios. And I was tasting the woke when I didn't know what it was. When I didn't know why things were this ugly. You know? And I've run my mouth about Captain America before, and I'm not gonna fucking waste your time, do you know what I'm saying? But I do want to quickly illustrate something, because it's very funny that we've seen them be so egregious in the Marvel department, you know? Where they're taking these women and they're really spewing their cult's ideology of seeing themselves. Bitch, the irony is that if we pulled up a single clip of Stan Lee saying the reason Spider-Man is completely covered, okay? so that anybody can see themselves in him. And then you contrast that versus Miles, who they constantly need to have taking off his mask. They cut a hole in the top of his mask so you can see the fro coming out. Let's put sneakers on this motherfucker. Let's put a do-rag on him, you know what I mean? Can we get some malt liquor? Can we get some Black and Miles shit like this? What are we doing,
Give
man?
him grills.
It's just madness. It's just madness. But they want to talk about see themselves, see themselves, see themselves.
Give him a
Anyway,
block.
this is America from the perspective of a woke pussy. So yes, Black Panther does get to be more muscular than Captain America, the super soldier, because the pussies making it are not just triggered by titty, triggered by heterosexuality, triggered by female. They hate America. That's why they out there. They cheer when people get shot. They would vote for whoever that guy in New York is. That shit's gonna be real funny. They're gonna learn the lesson in a big way. But you know what? Let me show you this as well, because I want you guys to look with eyes like Kyle's. And Kyle's eyes are not unlike future eyes as far as you motherfuckers are concerned. Because now that you look back, you're not just going to see ugly fucking characters. You're going to see the hate that activists have for America, for the white man, and for heterosexuals, specifically as it pertains to depictions of a woman that might appeal to straight men in the way of the male gaze. You see this motherfucker, but now you properly see him as an extension of the developers who made him this way, not because of ESG, not because of DEI, but because there was hate in their heart for this depiction of a
Get
person.
Miles Morales a fitted cap and some Timberland boots.
And that means even in a superhero game, my nigga, they was not going to allow anybody to be heroic, pretty, cool, unless they was the right race. And it's not racism when they only prioritize the darkest people, you know what I'm saying? I want to let you know that my favorite thing in the world was watching the gayest people in the world refuse to make a man character attractive because they didn't want to appeal to the male gaze. No, sorry. I should say it like this. They didn't want to... Isn't that, like, creepy to you, Dia? That, like, you're a gay man and you'd love to see a muscly dude, but you don't want this white man to be depicted as heroic in your game, so he needs to be scrawny. Here go to movies, here go to comics, but in your game, scrawny, and then, after time passes, you decide, oh man, let me get this money, I'll put it in the shop. I'll put a shirtless version of him in the shop. So, like, that's Crystal Dynamics. And Crystal Dynamics is in the business of making Lara Croft look like a man. I was calling that bitch Bleak Widow, because she's so ugly people were confusing her with Mary Jane. And on the right is a canceled game. I'm very sorry. I was laughing because I was just remembering all of the game studios that Xbox acquired. And yeah, look where that went. Look what that amounted to. Shit, man. Shit. So, I did want to pull that up to just show, like, hey, man, these people got their own things going on. And I'm going to say it to you like this. I bet you this black lady looks exactly like this in real life. I bet you if they wanted to put Deborah Wilson in the game, that they would look exactly like Deborah Wilson. Because they've decided that these entities are not too pretty. But if they were to put, I don't know, some kind of hot, kind of Stellar Blade bitch in the game, they'd downgrade her. They'd frump her up. They'd fuck her up. That's how they work. And it's becoming a bit visible at a glance. So I'm just sick of it. I'm ready for all these other games that I like to come out and just shit all over them. Because the competition is what will make the industry better. And believe it or not, what we're seeing, not even just from games like Arc Raiders that just came out, whether people are playing a game that they wish it was or not. That's the beauty of Arc Raiders right now. People are playing that game the way that they wish that it was. But it is not a PvP game. or PvE game. They're playing it like that though. Reminder, Kyle, that that's the queen of Wakanda. Yup. And she looks like that, dude. So, you know, isn't it like a sad kind of thing? You can't even let the black people look good in the game where you're supposed to be woke as fuck. So, surely you should be getting everybody on board and liking them. Why don't you give her some big titties? Why don't you give her? Because that's against the... Oh, my God. So, I'm not going to see anything about this GTA 6 protest, which is like the most intriguing thing to me. It's kind of sad. Isn't it weird how like that sign is there, dude? That's the same sign for people who don't, you know, who don't know. That's the same sign, bro, that I was just showing you for like an hour. So, okay, bro. Even if it's just like a protest in solidarity and they're not like one of the main studios or something,
Yeah.
it doesn't bode well for me. It doesn't bode well. Kyle, you gonna play video games tonight? Yeah, I should get out of here and then... a better picture. A better picture.
What did they say?
The signs say, we got union busted, or we got union busting before redacted. So maybe it's supposed to be Grand Theft Auto 6, which they're not allowed to put on a poster, maybe?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Employment. I guess that's derivative enough that they could do that without consequence. The Pinkertons salute you. They want you scared. We want you safe. Huh. Say sorry, be nice. They did one saying union busted question mark in the GTA font, but you know, if you zoom in, you can tell that that person is probably identifying as something other than what they were established at birth. More power to they them. Reinstatement now. And then we got the oh my God. What did the comments to this say? Nine hours ago, somebody said, a company like Rockstar shouldn't hold back on releasing the GTA 6 trailer if it's coming out today because of this protest, especially if they're right about firing people because of the leaks. So 9 hours ago, he was thinking, oh boy, I'm going to get myself a new Grand Theft Auto trailer. That'll quiet up all this protest noise.
And then that was not the fucking case.
And then let me press this button on the soundboard. It was actually... What am I going to do without my noisy chair when the other one's in here? What am I going to do?
May I finally have silence?
You don't like all the squeaky noises coming out of the chair?
No.
Whoa, it's been making you crazy. I didn't know.
This is it.
I like that song. I think I sang that as Yoda, didn't I? I have turned it again. Guinness World Records chimed in. Guinness not supposed to be involved in stuff, Dia. People be ending themselves trying to break those challenges.
Well, that's not their fault now, is it?
Current record for the longest development period of a video game, 14 years and 43 days. Officially... Thank you, Racer.
Someone should put up a billboard facing the Rockstar office that reads, "Get back to work."
No, it's not cool. Sorry about that.
It really got a laugh out of you.
There's something always fucked about the phrase "get back to work." Whatever you guys are doing in here right now is not that, and that's what you guys. This is what you guys have in the way of this job. Well, maybe you won't have this job if you can't get to work. The fuck are we doing in here? What the fuck? Anyway. Current record for the longest development period for a video game, 14 years and 43 days. Officially announced on 28 April 1997 by developer 3D Realms. The FPS Duke Nukem Forever was officially released in 2011. So it only wins by like a year, right?
If it does come out in next year, yes, it would win by a year.
This is it. Unless you guys are going to show me an emergency trailer that is being deployed in the next 10 minutes, that's a wrap. That's a wrap, guys. I'm going to say something else.
Yeah.
Dia?
What?
I think Nexus mods may be forcing some people into two-factor authentication and a phone number.
Why?
Why indeed? So just to fuck with your mods. So Dia, what does this mean for the Chinese? They're the ones who pay the bills over at Nexus. When China say jump, Nexus mods say, "Oh, hi for you, anything for you." Jump with their butt in their direction. I don't know what to say, man.
There's nothing to say.
You put a bunch of bombs on a goat, bro. Okay.
That Rockstar, who made all these games, are actively promoting criminal activity by making the main character a criminal and making them look like people you want to associate with by playing along with the game's rules. Most Western gamers would unknowingly slowly have their minds adapt a criminal's mind.
Okay. That was sucking the air out of me. Can you believe that?
Well, some people are better at being energy vampires.
Bro, what the hell? This is all AI.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh my god, it's incredible.
Damn. She drifted into those people on purpose and shit.
We're getting out of here. I think I actually want to lay down. The Hydra delayed news is foolish. That's kooky.
That's funny.
That's kooky as shit to me. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh my god, that shit is kooky. Square Enix says that it wants to have generative AI handle 70% of its QA. Smart.
That seemed like a robot to show you something.
Ooh. Take-Two stock falls as much as 18%.
Nice.
After announcing this shit can bounce back. Somebody buy some stock for me. Buy the dip. Guys, buy the dip. I'm kidding. This channel is not making anything in the way of financial advice. And you should never take me seriously in the way of ways you should invest your money.
Exactly.
I can't even get, the titties flying out. You know what I'm saying? This is about you giving me your money so that I may invest it back into this channel and blow people's minds, baby. Can't believe I said those words on stream. I'm so sorry, and I take it back. I am not a financial advisor. God, you can't get me. You're gonna get me done? Damn. Okay, so this is all nothing. then Reddit must have something to say about this. Let's get over there. Let's get over there and click the top shit again, dude. So the top one is this 4,000 one. I think everything in this sucks my ass. There were rumors of another trailer today, and instead we got we got this. Yay! Unobtainium. Is that a real thing? That sounds like some DreamWorks ass shit, do you?
No, that probably is a thing in some like stupid
platypus show.
Yeah, the platypus show. Exactly.
Unobtainium is a term for any hypothetical rare or fictional material that possesses highly desirable properties. It is famously known as the mineral in the movie Avatar.
There you go. I knew I heard it somewhere stupid, and that was correct.
Every single time we learn about Avatar, it gets dumber.
But
that may be the brain rot movie with the most polish in the world. Unobtainium?
Look, motherfucker, guess who gets to laugh all the way to the bank? Not the people that are super into that fucking franchise.
There was this song that Dia and I listened to from Avatar, bro. It's supposed to be like a sad song, sort of.
Yeah, it's like something lab.
And it was like, I think it's used as a couple of memes.
Yeah.
Now, the creepiest part about this song to me is that it feels like a song that people make mocking this style of song. And the more I listened to it, the more I felt that way.
As you should.
And when I think about Avatar, I think of a movie whose font is so ridiculous that you can even roast that. James Cameron may be on a level of normie that I didn't anticipate possible because he understands what people will line the fuck up and watch.
Yeah, no. Who do you think is funding his fucking expeditions to the Titanic every couple of years?
Who?
The people that watch his fucking movies.
We're screwed, man.
And not any more screwed than we usually are. So we'll be okay.
I think nothing has dates. I think nothing has dates. Do you think that layoffs will happen tomorrow, as a Friday is the smart day to do it?
I hope so.
I think layoffs could happen tomorrow because they did today.
Yep.
They said Square Enix was about to fuck some shit up in the layoff department. What is that old news? The meeting happened today. Watch it get postponed to 2027.
That's the expectation.
Bro, they need to just come out with whatever sloppy version of it they coming out with and then sell the PS6 version.
Like Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was so bad that they had to like delist that, so we need to avoid that.
Cyberpunk was so bad, Kyle, that they had to remove it out of the fucking store.
He's James Cameron. I hate that fucking episode. I hate James Cameron. He's a revolutionary man and a visionary. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, in the ways of the fucking normie.
I'll tell you what. Even I had to love some James Cameron when Stockton Rush and his deep sea submersible committed a bunch of people to a watery grave. And then we were hearing about all of his, like, DEI hatred. Like, we're not going to be inspiring people with a bunch of crusty old white dudes. Sounded like a fucking Obsidian developer.
Yeah, so instead he got young, inexperienced, unqualified young people.
Look, my sub is so fucking cool and easy to understand. You can pilot it with this Xbox controller. Oh shit, too much pressure. I guess it was built wrong. Derp.
Do you think the Xbox controller is still somewhere in the bottom of the sea now?
Man, I wish I could describe to you how unfortunate it is that these people faced a really gruesome death.
Oh, well, at least it was quick. That's the only thing we can say is that thankfully it was fucking quick. So you were saying you were gonna stop the stream?
For the most part.
Not
I
for
do
the
need
most
to.
part. Do it now because you're falling asleep now.
I'm not falling asleep. I just like this. This was supposed to be my energy harvest, and it's harvesting me.
Yeah.
It's harvesting me. There's too many elements that I didn't anticipate. What do you mean you're delaying Hydra? It felt like they were slow. It is that. It's not feeling like that. They're doing that. They're sliding it in while this big commotion is being made.
Because nobody's gonna be.
Because the intention was to delay it. Oh my god, I hate these people.
Kyle, do you want to know what makes me giggle right now?
What?
Remember what happened to Britney Spears? Where Britney Spears had a whole fucking meltdown and all this shit was going on so that we would all be distracted enough that, you know, the government was doing some fuck shit behind the scenes. I think that's this shit happening. There is something happening behind the scenes in the gaming sphere that GTA 6 is like the sacrificial Britney Spears so that everybody gets their bullshit out. You know, so that nobody's paying attention because, oh, look at this really big fucking thing. It's fucking GTA. Don't you people care more about GTA than us? Yeah, go pay attention to GTA being delayed. Go do that. Don't look over here. Don't look over here. And I think that's what this may be.
You think that's what?
I think that's what it may be.
I think all of it sucks in the end. I think what I want is just to watch the competition in the gaming space in whatever package it takes, you know, whether that's Concord, whether that's other Expedition 33 type bullshit, whether it's like Love and Deep Space or Nikkei adjacent stuff that comes out, and everybody can play it. I know that Aeon 2 shit's coming out soon, but that's going to be free to play in an abortion, not coming out on console at the same time either. I want to see something light a fire under this industry's ass. It looks like in the East, games come out. They beta, they showcase it. Look at these bosses, boss. Look at how our game functions. We're going to this show. I'm sick of seeing Crimson Desert go to different shows when they need to just put out a public beta for everybody. But they probably know that putting a build of this out there is dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Very, very fucking dangerous. They know.
They're not stupid. And now Rockstar has to worry that, as you said, they may end up getting fucking what is it? Like somebody's gonna go digging in their fucking files. Hack. Somebody's gonna hack into their shit. That's what they have to worry about now.
It's just a lot for me to think about. I'm looking at this Nexus mod thing right now, and it's like, who does this affect? And I don't want to look it up right now. I think it'll give me a headache, bro. I think it'll give me a headache. I am an honest person. So I will say, I don't have feelings about the GTA delay. I just have to readmit, you know, or admit, full stop, that this brings it more in line with what I expected. The timing was not what I expected. In that it's going to be 6 months, but I did expect this. And Nexus mods. Now it's like I want to talk about this for a video. I guess I'm just like categorizing it in my head. We got the delay of GTA 6 and shitty. Oh man. And that's Amy Hennig's game? Am I misremembering that?
The what now?
Amy Hennig is the name of the lady. She's got a game and she can't even make it. It's the team, bro. It's the team. I blame the team. I understand, bro. So guys, we're out of here. We wish you the best. We hope you'll have an amusing night. Seeing exactly what I don't know what there is to say. Anil says it's a shitty RPG, but an RPG nonetheless, and Silent says Kyle confirmation.
I'm gonna throw some topics at you. Just go for it, man. Go crazy. The game is here. The all new cruise shell. Power 106. Your first topic is the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be rocking my Kobe's. I'll be in a red rose, white ceiling. No body, no caskets, just blood spilling.
Who's that?
Exactly. Ah, stop it. I was in your dungeon, a white ceiling. You couldn't stop cooming.
What the fuck?
That's why the ceiling was white, babe. This man's name is Guillotine. I'm kidding. I can tell you every single... Nope, you read that. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Because I'm going to need time to, like, gather everybody. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be sad. So this was this. And I love you and I thank you. Send me shit online because I am truly going to sweat this out. This feels a little poisonous. You know? And... I'm getting drained.
Yeah.
I'm getting drained by all of this. The West is saddening to me. And I feel like we are only at the beginning of what some people are going to call disappointments. Some of us are going to call eye-openers. See you guys later. I love you and I'll talk to you soon. Special thanks to all of you for kicking ass and I appreciate your contributions. Get at me off stream or get in the Discord and show me what we need to see. And with that, I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye. Bye.